The American Humanist Association has been at the center of the humanist movement in the United States for more than 80 years. But our roots stretch even further back.
In 1927, a group of progressive thinkers, professors and seminarians at the University of Chicago, formed the Humanist Fellowship. They were part of a growing wave of Americans leaving organized religion, but still searching for meaning, ethics, and purpose, grounded in science, democracy, and shared humanity.
By 1933, dozens of national leaders signed the first Humanist Manifesto, formally declaring humanism as a non-theistic philosophy of life. Over the decades, future manifestos would be signed by Nobel laureates, scientists, writers like Margaret Atwood and Kurt Vonnegut, and activists like March on Washington chairman A. Philip Randolph.
In 1941, the American Humanist Association was founded to organize advocates, publish resources, and give this growing movement a public voice.
Since then, the AHA has evolved with the times. At different points in our history, we've offered space for philosophical inquiry, refuge for skeptics, and support for people harmed or excluded by religious institutions.
Today, we focus not just on what we're against, but on what we're for, building ethical, joyful, inclusive communities, making humanist values visible in public life, and fighting for human rights and the freedom of conscience, not just for ourselves, but for everyone. The AHA's work spans two core areas. First, we celebrate and grow the humanist movement, offering the tens of millions of Americans who believe in being good without a God something to belong to, believe in, and fight for.
We connect people to hundreds of our local chapters and affiliates for congregational style communities, discussion groups, volunteering, and shared social life. Our certified celebrants officiate weddings, memorials, and other ceremonies grounded in humanist values. Through the Humanist magazine, we've shared political and cultural commentary from voices like Alice Walker and Isaac Asimov.
We offer educational resources from webinars to our graduate level Humanist Studies program, which trains leaders in humanist ethics, celebrancy, and community organizing. Second, we defend the rights of humanists and non-religious people. Our legal center, launched in 2006, has taken on major constitutional battles. We fought for the rights of non-theistic conscientious objectors, defended public school students from prayer, and challenged government-sponsored religious symbols, like the Bladensburg Peace Cross case, which reached the U.S. Supreme Court in 2019.
We work with Congress to ensure that freedom of religion also means freedom from religion. The AHA was the first national membership group to publicly support abortion rights. We continue to file amicus briefs, respond to local violations, and advocate for secular equality at every level of government. The AHA also worked with several members of Congress to create the Congressional Free Thought Caucus, which now supports over 30 members of Congress who are fighting for secular public policy formed on the basis of reason, science, and moral values.
The AHA offers multiple ways to get involved. Whatever your background, whatever your interests, whether you'd rather get together in person or online in a place like Discord, we want you to be a part of this movement.
This is a place where anyone who believes in science, reason, ethics, and compassion as guides for a good life and a healthy society, and the future of humanism, the future of a more rational, compassionate society, depends on people like you deciding to be a part of building it. As the humanist Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has."
Humanists believe that everyday people like you can change the world through small acts of courage that, when brought together, spiral into movements. When we think of believing in something bigger than ourselves, that's what we mean: the power of people with common values to move mountains. If that sounds exciting, you're just the person we've been wanting to meet. Learn more and get involved at AmericanHumanist.org.